Hello, my little munchkins, my little crones, and my little chickens. How are you on this fine, fine Saturday night?
Yes.
Well, before we get started, I hope you had a glorious day. I hope that everything went your way. I really do. Now, as for baby Cronin, now let me tell you what happened. We did the Kardashians, but when we went to put it out, guess what? Our mics were off, and it was horrible.
Yes.
It was off, and I know, so now it's like I'm always paranoid of these mics because we don't know what we're doing.
No.
But we just do the best we can. So we hope that as you adjust to our sound, as we're trying to get more of a sound quality, because sometimes when Baby Crone speaks, we can barely hear what she says. So we're really trying to make it more enjoyable. So work with us as we go through these changes. Two females not knowing what we're doing and just doing the best we can in the world of men. Just trying to do it. When I say the world of men, where they say women can't do it.
Yes.
It's a man's world.
Yes, they do say that.
And so just coming along and trying. It's not easy.
No.
But we're working at it, aren't we, Baby Crone?
Yes, we are.
So we're going to talk about the Kardashians. However, before we get started, I do want to send a congratulations out to Courtney having that baby boy, which that's what they said, which
did.
the cards predicted that she did when I had trepidation.
Yeah.
But it did predict it, so yay for the Crones for that.
Yes.
Secondly, I want to show that picture that she is showing her body, and that's something she would have never done. Just stand up there and show her body as a pregnant woman. I am so proud of her. All at the same time, I hear things where people saying Kim is jealous, Kim is jealous. How can she not be jealous? How can you not be jealous when your marriage fell apart? And during the time your marriage falling apart, that's the same time your sister's getting married and you broke up with this guy named Pete Davidson.
Yes.
And you have to go to the wedding alone. So yeah, you're looking at this beautiful wedding. It's beautiful. And because you're a Kiki girl. Even though you got all this money and everything, you're still a Kiki girl. You will Kiki in anyone's face to get what you want. Just Kiki girls. And look, I'm not saying nothing wrong with being a Kiki girl. Ain't nothing wrong. Kiki, Kiki, Kiki. That's what I mean. And flattery, Kiki, get what you want. And with her Kikiing, she was able to get Balenciaga.
Yes, she was.
Them and her sister.
Oh,
And
Dolce & Gabbana.
I'm sorry. You all know Dolce and Gabbana, and I feel as though that really hurt her. And you know, a friend of mine said, "Why don't she go to Dolce?" And I said, "Why? Her problem's not with him. That I would never trust them again.
Oh, yeah,
I would
of
never
course.
be with them again. They would have lost me as a friend." I mean, I would do it in a very sophisticated manner, but I would never support them like I ever did, that they would be underdog like that. However, I understand it's business. That I don't blame it. They saw my sister could draw in way more than me. Why not? So I don't have a problem with them. But I have a problem with them, but they not my biggest concern. That's just business.
Yeah.
But what I have a problem with is my sister not considering me. And all the work that I went and put into this. Me, her helper, whoever she was.
Yeah.
So this is where it's at. So I'm so proud with Courtney. However, it shows some kind of season where she's supposed to be giving her mother a party,
Yes.
and they all look like her. I don't know what that is, because if my mother betrayed me, I don't know if I could look at my mother and act like all is well. However, I don't know what kind of party this is, and I don't know what's going on. However, today, if I say however one more time,
Okay.
today and June the 1st. July the 1st. Did I say happy?
No.
Oh, for Merlin.
Yes.
It's late in the day. It's late. It's happy. It's weed. Legalization for cannabis, marijuana, pot, trees, leaves, collard greens. What else? Lettuce.
Yes. The lean green.
Lean cuisine, whatever you want to call it. hey, it's legal in the state of Maryland, and I bought my first
Little joint.
my joint packet today, and I smoked a little because I wanted to be a part of it, to know, and it was really, really chippy. So I did a video on it,
Yes.
and have mercy on me, it was with Tart and Candy. So it was real. My inhibitions was there and out, but I still put it out anyway because baby Crone insists.
Yes,
I
it was
try
a
not
very
to-
good reading.
I try not to be so real out there, but apparently when my inhibitions down, I just do what I gotta do. Well, anyway, I wanted to say that I should have waited to the end, but nevertheless, let's get back to
The
Kardashians. So sorry about that, but nevertheless, I said nevertheless. I didn't say.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So with all of this going on, I could understand jealousy.
Yes.
I can even understand jealousy from Chloe because she's getting the dream that they wanted. I mean, you might say Kim been there before. Really, has she? She had moments of it, glimpse of it, but it didn't last. We hoping Courtney's last. Fingers crossed,
Yes.
toe crossed, everything. But we'll see. We're rooting for them, right?
Yes. Their tarot reading was just as positive
Their
as their love.
therapy, that it was like reading like they were just destined to be. That's what their reading was like. So go ahead, baby. Oh, and with that being said, let me say this. Here it is, Kanye in the middle, and it's somehow that said that that Kimberly want Kanye back. She want the old Kanye.
Yes.
And I guess she'll do whatever she can to get him back.
That's what she said.
However, that was taped, what, 6-8 months ago?
Yes.
That was a year ago. You can't believe that. That's what Kimberly does. This stuff is old, and so what they do is they try to make their old stuff new stuff so y'all can think that this stuff is real. Don't believe the hype. Just that's just old news. Look at what's going on. Kanye is in what?
Yes, Tokyo, Japan.
Doing what? Shopping.
Yep, opening up a store in there as well.
Working, doing something in his pot, stirring a brew. That's what he's doing. You don't see, he's not, people say he's ignoring Kim. I don't think he'll ever really ignore because of kids.
Yes.
I just feel as though that they just not talking. So when you hear all this about how she gonna get him back and all this, I don't know. But I have noticed that she is dressing really, really skimpy.
Yes.
On that show with that outfit, that wasn't even like
so
Kim.
funny, nipple one side.
You talking about when she was in the
yes, at the
DMV.
DMV.
I'm talking about when she was going to Vegas and that skimpy thing.
Yes.
She was so embarrassed that when they went to In-N-Out Burger,
Yes.
she wanted to put a boa on to hide herself. See?
There goes the duality.
You
in
know
Kim.
why? Because she felt like she was above those people. She didn't trust those people, and she didn't want to do anything to arouse those people. But yet, when she was go to wherever she was going,
Vegas.
she would have showed it. Mm-hmm. See what I'm saying? Or if she was walking down some kind of street in a neighborhood that she thought was fitting, she wouldn't have had a point. The thing about her and Bianca wear anywhere, anytime. It don't matter. Areolas, booty crack,
Yes.
vagina wedges, it don't matter.
Natural.
And honestly, I know a lot of people probably say, what in the John Brown Hickey's going on? I find it lovely. Why? Because I think I understand it. What do you mean? If I dress Kim to the latest and I took her to the pinnacle, and that's what she loved. But if I stop here and I start all the way down at the base at just underwear, you remove this, there is nothing else to be taken off.
Right, that is true.
And now her hair is short and blonde.
Yes.
So at any moment, he can turn her around and look like a Kim Kardashian because that's his style, that's his taste, correct?
Yes.
So they're looking like this, and so much so she's starting to wear her areolas. I saw it when I saw it, and when she was into DMV.
Yes.
Baby Crone pointed out that they were taped to the side.
That would have to make sense for it, because when you looked at her from the side, she kind of almost looked a little flat-chested. And I'm just like, I don't know why she wanted to appear to look smaller.
But what about that arse?
Yeah, she has lost so much weight that the booty don't even fit anymore.
It was like 2 legs and 2 saddles on her side. It don't fit. It's too big. However, when she put clothes on, it accentuate her waist and make her waist look real small, and she got it. That's why she has it. So yes, it looks good on a sense of when you dress, but just walking with those pants on is like a big hip woman walking.
Yes, and then when she walked out the DMV, she had this big oversized jacket that covered up her basically her entire
See, she's not
body.
even that. That's what I'm saying. Like she said, she's the type of person, she could get nude like that in front of the camera, and if people were taking up pictures, she could go out there and do it. Remember, she modeled for Playboy. Mm-hmm. So she can do that. But if you put her in the street or put her out there, that's that same feeling. So that's not her. She could never be a Bianca, because Bianca could do that. And yes, she's trying, but she can't do it. Nah. There she go trying to bite somebody else. No. And you know what? And Kanye know that.
Oh, yes.
He knows that. Mm-hmm. And so at this point, it's got to be Turn Her Up Alive. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It has to be Turn Her Up Alive in a place where you don't know what he's doing, where he's at, even though you may have not won him. Come on, ladies. Sometimes when we break up with someone, especially somebody who you have children by, it ain't no way. You've been with 7 years. You may be want to be over them, but come on, you still care. Especially if y'all just broke up because y'all just didn't get along, not because it was any abuse or something like that. Of course you're going to care. You're going to want to hope that you don't have no more children. You want your children more. She's going through all those things. You know why? Because she really messed it up for herself when she took Pete Davidson.
Oh yeah, she really did.
And he begged her. Will they get back together? I don't know. Is him and Bianca, I'm just not feeling the 100 with that, if you ask me.
Understandable. Now, what I found very interesting is that this episode, again, it's really the Kim show. We're 6 episodes in now, and I see a trend is we start off the episode with Kim doing something, and we end the episode off with Kim doing something. So it's like the Kim show. She brings a glam team to the DMV.
Over the top.
Yeah, she's over the top. Even her sister was commenting, saying that she's looking a little bit stripper-esque when she was wearing that skimpy outfit.
Not her. It's not her. But see that. But see, you don't. Yeah, this was last year. This was at her birthday. So Bianca had to have been in the picture.
Right.
I don't know what's going on. They know way more than what we know.
Mm-hmm. And it sometimes makes me wonder, is this really filmed in chronological order? Because nothing...
Or do they take things today and put them back and switch? We don't know. They're not very honest. So
no,
and rightfully so. If it's going to make people want to watch their show, you gotta do what you gotta do. So on that I get it. I get it. Like,
yes. Because the mom is banking off of this feud between Kim and Courtney.
She done invested it.
Yes, and I find it very interesting. At Kim's birthday party, when she's turning 42, you decide to praise her, saying, yes, you're the head of this family, Kim. You is what hold this family together.
You are why we are where we are.
Yes. And Courtney's over here like,
Courtney looked at Trevor and went, it's insulting.
It is.
How do you overlook your oldest with that BS?
Yes.
You had girls. So you have to honor the girls. Even Moses honored women. And I just feel for you to go out of order like that it is clear that Kimberly is her choice.
Yes.
Even if Courtney didn't want it, I would never do anything like that. This mother got issues.
Yes.
She's not a very good mother. Not in the sense of the way she thinks, the way she acts. And if she was anything like this, she had to be hell when they were younger. Because she grew into this.
That is true.
She grew into this person. So this is by trial and error. I can't imagine what it must have been like to be married for someone, I'm just going to say it, whose mother is a gold digger.
Yeah.
She looks like a gold digger. I'm just saying.
I could believe it.
Because she's the one that helped hook him up with Balenciaga. Is that it?
Dolce and Gabbana.
Oh, Dolce and Gabbana.
Yes. And honestly, I like how Courtney handled it in the confessional when the producers asked, how do you feel about Kim being the head of the family? And she was like, well, if she wants to, it's not a cult I'm following.
A cult.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, Courtney needs to leave, but if she ever walk away, she need not ever look back.
Yes.
Because if she ever come back, I mean, not go walk away and you're not family with them. I'm not talking that. I'm talking about where she sever her ties business-wise with them.
Right.
Whatever her name is on will be on, but outside of that, we don't work together, that. You understand? Whether she goes on and do whatever she wants to do, they'll never work together. Her name will be on whatever her name is on, but it'll never be no work together. And she walks away. If she does this, she has to put herself in a position that she can never go back.
Yes.
Because if she ever go back, oh my goodness, Kim is going to, as they call it, read her for filth.
Yes.
Kim is going to have a field day.
Oh, she is going to
Kim
love it.
and the mother,
Be in heaven.
oh my God. So sometimes it's not quick to leap. So if this woman is going, Courtney,
Yep.
go with God's speed and don't ever look back after all the money you done said that y'all made and all that. You cannot go back. You have to keep it moving.
Yes, she does.
If you ever leave, which I hope you do, and even if you and Travs break up, you cannot go back. You can't, because of the things that are being said. You're making a strong statement to the world, and you're saying, I'm done. And when you say something like that, the world says, then be done. We
Yes.
got you.
Yes, I like that. Because even I like how Courtney is just honestly so open and real out of everyone. Because Courtney talked about how her family growing up as a child was raised to be like greedy, and they're like such an interconnected family, and that brings rivalry and competition amongst the
And
siblings.
she's telling the truth. A lot of families are like that.
Oh,
You're the only child.
so I'm the only
But
child.
a lot of families are like that. You know? So
Yeah. Anyway, I love how Courtney said that she doesn't want to even bring up the wedding to Kim, because not only does she feel like she wants to run away from just talking to Kim, but she's like, it's who Kim is to her core.
it's like it's pointless. This conversation has been a conversation that it's not like we haven't had before. It's pointless. She said, it's pointless. What do you mean? She's never going to hear me.
Go.
She doesn't see her ways. She doesn't see anything she's done wrong.
Nope.
And I get Courtney. So it's like, why? This is not about Kimberly anymore. This is about me.
Yes.
It's about me. And when Chloe, whoever she's supposed to be the mediator, which she's an unfair mediator,
Her and
I don't know
Simon.
what she's trying to do and why this is so important. It's beyond me. And the only thing I can think that is important, because they're trying to keep the family together, and they know Courtney right now is a big chunk of the meat.
Yes.
And it's like, we don't want you to leave, and it's too late.
Yeah. The damage is done.
As far as I'm concerned, those three musketeers was in on everything what they did to Courtney.
Oh, yeah.
And what I didn't like the mother is when she said these words, and I said this, Before I even knew what was going to be in the episodes, they'll be all right. But she's so used to doing it.
Yes.
She's so used to doing sneaky stuff like that. Robbing one to pay the other. But it's always going to be Kim. It's going to always be Kim because that's her heart.
Yes.
That's who she sees. They are all great. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Even Courtney, not one of her kids are unattractive. Not one.
Well, Chloe's unrecognizable.
But Chloe, I love Chloe. Chloe to me now is unrecognizable. Chloe she looked like so rich and so wealthy and so pinched face that she don't even look like she belongs. She looked overly than Kim to me.
That is true. Because
Nothing
Kim on her face.
Nothing.
Moves.
She looks artificial when she talks. Her face don't even move. However, with that being said, she looks good to me. She's unrecognizable. I shiver to think what she's going to look like when she's 50. But for now, I'm saying to me, she's absolutely beautiful. To me, the way she dressed and everything. However, she just done morphed into a Kim. She's Kim now. She's not Chloe. When she was Chloe, she was more natural dressed because she always was a good dresser. Always. She was always into fashion. Matter of fact, if you ask me, Chloe to me is one of the best dressers. To me.
Yeah, no, that is true.
To me.
She just has a fashion sense.
She has a good fashion sense.
Yes, no, that's for sure.
More than Kim. You know? So, well, that's
Yeah.
all I got to say. What else?
Lastly, on Courtney is that she said that she needs for her own survival, she needs to have her own identity, her own friends, and even her own family.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
That's all she known for 40-something years. Her sister, them, it's gotta be a lot. It's gotta be. It's gotta be a lot. It's gotta be. This breaking down, I just want to hit on this. This
yes.
breaking down about I want Kanye back. I don't believe that. If she want Kanye back, she only want Kanye back for one reason. So Bianca won't have him, and so she can dump him in the end and says, you know what? You don't quit me. I quit you. You don't walk away from me. I walk away from you. I would never go back to her under these circumstances. It would be years. What do you mean? If I were to ever take a notion, it would have been so much time passed. Why? Because then I know she's serious.
Yeah, that is true.
Right now, this would just be like, I want you back for what? You was ashamed of me. You betrayed me. The people that became my enemies, you became loyal to. You helped dig the grave for me. Why would I trust you? When the rough got going, you left me. Why would I go back? But Kanye's still in love with Kim. Believe that. Kim Ye.
Yes.
He said it himself.
Yes, he really did
And he
say.
changed his name to Ye so it could always be Kim and Ye.
Kim first.
Kim first. Kim first. So he loves her. Could he love Bianca in time? But I don't know. I'm feeling strongly that that's a contract. And you know, guys, I could be wrong. You know, I got a conspiracy mind. But anyway, let's just get back to that. But when just the fact that she brought him up and Chloe hugged her, I think it was Chloe, and you know,
Yep, it was
and
Chloe.
I just want the old Kanye back. How can you have the old Kanye when he changed his name and said, I am no longer known by that, I am Ye? That's what he said.
Yeah, he did
Kanye died.
Yes, and Ye arrived.
And Ye arrived. And it's like, and him and Bianca, I don't know, this woman, I admire any woman that can be humble like that and believe in a man. But I know everything isn't peaches and cream as it appears to be.
Yes.
That I know too, because I know Kanye is a complex individual.
Yes.
That I do know. And I know that this is a young woman. And so I know that everything with them is not copacetic all the time. However, do I think Kim miss him? Of course. But if you all believe that he don't love Kim, I don't believe that for one moment. So what else?
Lastly, to talk about is Kim's terrible acting, because she claims and swears she's an actress, saying because people had spoiled her Vegas birthday surprise that Chloe was trying to surprise her with. So she was just like, she's like, I'm not a mean person. I'm so nice. I don't want all her hard work to go to waste. So
And
she
what, excuse
pretend.
me, and what, sorry, baby. And when somebody always telling you they're not a mean person, they're a mean person.
Yes.
And they don't know that they are. Because you should never have to say, I'm not a mean. You could say, I don't want to be a mean person, or I try not to be. But you don't say, I'm not a mean person. You'll say, I'm not trying to be a mean person.
Right.
It's somebody else to judge whether you
Right.
mean or
Even
not.
saying I'm a nice person.
I'm
'Cause
a
she
nice
says it too.
person. All the time she says I'm a nice person.
Right. So as the nice person Kimberly was, she was like, I'm gonna pretend like I don't know about
And
this
that would have
surprise.
offended me because you was lying. Why didn't you tell me?
Chloe was offended, and
I
then
would have been.
her acting, deflecting, like go sing, because she was at a basketball game, so she
So
deflected.
is that what you call is that what you calling nice? What she said? I'm a nice
person.
Nice is honest. Nice is Chloe. Somebody told me about the birthday party. I know. So
Yes, and
that's nice. But to fake that when you was like, and you told.
Yes.
It would have been different if you didn't say anything. Such a hypocrite.
Yes, you said the names of some of the people that ruined the surprise for
And
you.
said their names like you was disappointed that they ruined your surprise. So to play like that, if I didn't want nobody to know, I would have never said anything.
That is very
even
true.
on camera. You know Chloe is going to get a chance to see it. So
Yeah.
it's just corny.
Yeah, so I hope this isn't what we're...
But what did you think about the DMB, her going to DMB with her entourage?
Oh yeah, I thought that was literally over the top, because honestly, that is not something any of us can identify with. She literally shut down the DMV.
To get licensed.
Yes, there is always a long line, and you feel like you have to be there for hours just
And
to
the
get a
very
license.
fact that she could just go in there after hours, most likely, shut it down, and have her dream team do whatever
Yes.
behind picking cameras. I was very appalled by that.
Yes.
If that's not privilege, I don't know what it
Yes.
is. And you know what? It's okay that she had that done. But why do it to us? Why show us?
Right.
This is what I'm saying when I'm saying they are beyond us now. They don't live like normal people, like on the plane.
Yes. Oh, that was scary for them, because
It was scary. It was very scary. I'm glad they made it safe. And what about in the restaurant?
Oh yes, so
They
obnoxious.
were in there like that. It was obnoxious. I couldn't
Yes.
even believe it.
It was almost like a souvenir. Like,
I
oh
mean,
my
this is
god, I'm
women.
at fast food.
These are families. These are people that had families. I mean, she all at the register. Are
Yes.
you serious, girl?
Yes,
stop.
even Chloe posing in front of the camera for $100 bill. I'm like,
Did you? That was, see, to me, that is a poser. They were capping. They was around like, we're around you peasants. And my mother gives me $100 bill to go to. I'm like,
no, not even 100. She said her mother gave her 300.
Well, anyway, those are the Kardashians, and
Yes.
that's what the world love. And I guess we'll just see what we see and say what we say. But I tell you, if Courtney leave, it will not be the same.
Yes, and Kim is two-faced. She's
And it's
one
nobody else you can bring in. Who? Rob?
Right, let's bring him in.
It's the Kardashian. And actually the Jenners, they're not Kardashians. This is called the Kardashians. So they're in it by what? By
association.
By association. That's how they're in it. But outside of that, it'll be down to her and Chloe and the mother. And we seen how boring it was with
Yes.
Kim alone. So whatever way they doing, they don't know when they need to just take a bow and say, you know what, this is bad. We look bad. Our stuff stink. It don't look good. And I'm not even saying this out of any malice. I'm saying this out. Sometimes you just got to know when to say enough.
Yes.
Too much. When you start seeing ugliness, that means your fame has taken root and it's turned the fibers of your relationship. And it's time to say enough. And I know that that's hard for some of them to do.
Well, that's why Chris is trying to pass the baton over to Kim.
Because I guess she's saying enough.
Yes.
But Kim is not ready.
No,
to
5
say.
more years, please.
Well, good luck to her. If she can hang in there for 5 more years, then hang in there 5 more years. You know, seriously, if that's what you feel. But this show won't. The Kardashians, I have enjoyed their show over the years. I can truly say when I look at them now, I look at it's like something you love to hate. I look at it and enjoy the fact that I don't hate the show. I hate the principle.
Yes.
I hate that they got there on lies. I feel like I was used and bamboozled. That's how I feel. I just feel like if I had known that then, it would have been different for them now.
Oh, yes.
That's how I feel. And I feel as though we've been used and hoodwinked by them. And that's where my issue is. And because they don't even acknowledge or even care that they did it, they still like, especially when it's getting down, when it's real ugly. And you hearing the Jenners saying, you know, we got a lot. You're right. It's time to sit down. You hear Courtney, Courtney, it's time, we got a lot, and they're still fighting and trying to take that last bite. And I think that's the thing with Courtney was, you had to take the last bite, you greedy woman.
Yep.
And you didn't even need it. But what I hear Courtney saying, this is the last time you'll take a bite out of me.
Yeah.
And mom support that. And even though Chloe is here eating her salad on the floor, whatever, trying, I know that Chloe and I don't roll like that no more.
Yes.
I know who Chloe is. That's how I see it. Mm-hmm. And Chloe, go on. You just a Kim now, another Kim. You know there was It was this show out. Oh, it was a movie. You got to see it.
Okay.
It was a long time ago, and I think it was what Winona Ryder. Anyway, it was called Heathers.
Oh,
Have you ever seen the movie?
I have seen the Heathers.
This is what they remember. They the Heathers.
Yes.
They're like Kim is Heather, and they all the Heathers. Even the mother now is trying to get out of it and push it all on Kim. Your turn now. Your turn now. That's what the mother is trying to do to me.
That makes me wonder, is that what the message behind the everybody dressed like Kris Jenner for Kris Jenner's birthday party?
What do you mean?
Like, everyone's name was Heather in that movie. But in this case
Was it really Heather?
Yeah, they all just happened to be named Heather, so they were.
Wait a minute. Oh, you're talking about the movie
Heather.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
And then relating it to Kris Jenner and her birthday party, everybody's dressing and looking like Kris.
Like a Heather.
Yes.
And that's what Courtney gave. And I know it's a message, but we gotta wait till next week to see it. I am so curious to see it because they all can dress up and look like their mother.
Yes, that was actually shocking.
I don't know about, they might. I don't know about Kendall.
Okay.
But I just think maybe, I don't know, this is going to be interesting.
Yes.
But I don't know what this party means, but it just seemed like I can't wait. I don't understand why she's giving a party for her mom when it is
clear your mom favorite Kim and still has yet to come talk to you about it.
And that would really bother me to the utmost. I can't smile in your face and and know that you did me wrong. I can't be a hypocrite like that. My insides won't let me because I'm a seeker of truth. I have to have the truth, even if it hurts. I'd rather hurt and know the truth than to live a lie any day. Well, that's my point. Well, was it a good episode? It was a fair
Yeah,
episode.
it was pretty fair.
It was fair. It wasn't. It
It was a
wasn't.
decent episode.
And I don't
for
even know.
once.
Baby Crone even asked, "Are they going to have the meeting?" I hope they have the meeting when they two talk. I don't
Yes.
know what's. See that to me. I mean, I'm on Courtney's side. Courtney said we don't ever have to have this meeting because
Yes.
she's done. I can't wait for it. You know that they're going to make it a production. Just you see the mama hands all in it. This is Kim and her mama and Courtney. You can see who the orchestrating of it. Courtney. I mean, yeah, Chloe. You can see the mother hands all in this. That's why they ain't waiting. So they want to wait to the last minute to put it out there. Why?
Of course they would.
Why? Maybe
Leave us at a cliffhanger.
to leave it at the clip. But here Chloe, here Courtney going, bringing content.
Yep.
Bringing content. Y'all could talk about the Calabasas. Whatever. But you know what? She rising up like the Sphinx and saying,
Yes.
you know what? You got the riddle. Because if you don't have the answer to the riddle, you cannot come in.
Okay.
You keep a knocking, but you can't come in. So I am so proud of Court to stand up like none other. She has boldness. She makes me feel like, wow, I wish I had her strength. She is so strong to stand up against the beast. Who would have ever thought that?
Yes. I applaud Courtney for that.
Who would have thought she would stand up against the beast? And is she standing up? We don't know.
We'll see.
From today,
It looks
like it, but we don't know. We gotta wait. So we'll see. Come on, Court, walk away. But if you walk, don't turn back. Don't look back, for you find it kind of hard. Cause life over there haven't been no crystal stairs.
Okay.
Langston Hughes.
Yes.
So anyway, Baby Crone, you want to end it with something?
Yeah, that was pretty much it for this episode of the Kardashians. We'll see what else. Yeah. And you know what? It's actually been funny. Like the last maybe episode or two, there really hasn't been any of the Jenners. They were there for like some family gatherings, really. Mm-hmm. So it is interesting how this season really just seems to truly be just the Kardashians.
Right. So.
Yep, that was episode 6 of the Kardashians, season 3, airing on Thursdays, depending on where you live, at midnight.
Yeah, I would have had it put out. Yesterday was Friday because normally I like to watch it early, but Baby Crone and I fell asleep, so yes. I didn't get a chance to watch it yesterday. So we watched it yesterday. I went to put the video out, but the video had a sound problem. So then I had to wait later on the day to do it, and that's why it's late. We will do better. Hang in there. Keep supporting us, please.
Yes, thank you.
Your comments, your support means a lot to us. Help us out. We really can use your thumbs up, and we can use your subscription. Please help us. It means a lot. So thank you for joining the Crones. Thank you for joining the Crones, and we wish you all Godspeed, my little munchkins,
my little Crones,
my little chickens, and
sunflower seeds.
You have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Sunflowers.